AlphaOmegaSin is excited for Batman Arkham Knight. That's just me being happy as all shit on a merry-go-round just filled with Batman supervillains and shit like that, because his rogues gallery is the best of the best of the best. Next to Spider-Man, of course. Now, Batman Arkham Knight. Trailer reaction, you fucking betcha. Considering the fact I've been waiting for Rocksteady to jump into next-gen territory, and I had a feeling whenever I saw Arkham Origins, I'm like, huh, they're not making that. They have to be busy doing something. I mean, Arkham Asylum was one of the most amazing games that I've ever played. Arkham City upped the ante and made an even more amazing game, so naturally there's got to be a follow-up. And especially with the way that Arkham City kind of just left off, even after the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC that they had tacked on, unless you got the Game of the Year edition, then it's not really DLC anymore. But this right here, folks, was a kick-ass fucking trailer through and through in every single conceivable way. Naturally, in the description I'll have the trailer if you want to watch it, or I'll just have it show up on this video too while I go and yammer on about things. But the entire video starts off with Bruce Wayne hanging out in the Batcave as per normal, because what else is he really going to do other than becoming a socialite, hanging out with a bunch of little fucking floozies to go and make sure that all of Gotham thinks that he's just a big dynamic playboy. Meanwhile, he's really just banging really hot supervillain chicks, because that's what Batman does, that's what Batman do. So, Batman's just hanging out in there, and the entire thing is kind of being narrated by Thomas Wayne, which I swear I always cross my fingers and hope that Thomas Wayne will show up. That's Flashpoint Batman, if anybody's wondering, because holy shit is he fucking awesome. Like, just fucking amazing. Seriously, Flashpoint, like, you can watch the animated movie, or read the comic book, which it's based off of, which I highly suggest that you do, because even though it's only 3 issues long, it's one of the best Batman stories I've ever read. So there you go, there's a recommendation from AlphaOmegaSin as far as comics go. Now, the entire time, he's pretty much just reading off, you know, it's like his will, essentially. Just things that he wanted to go and pass on to Bruce whenever his untimely demise would occur. And then, naturally, you know, Batman jumps into the Batmobile, which looked like a bitchin' fucking tank. And it reminded me of the Dark Knight Returns type of, not Dark Knight Returns, but the Dark Knight trilogy, the Christopher Nolan movies. So it reminded me of that kind of style of Batmobile, but he just goes cruising, tearing through the fucking streets, and there's a good reason. The entire city's pretty much being overtaken and destroyed to hell and back, which is understandable because it went from Arkham Asylum into Arkham City, which was supposed to be quarantined off, essentially, from all the crazies, and now it's spilling directly into Gotham City. And Batman went and had to go and save the day, naturally, as he always does. So, it was kind of interesting to know, because we got to see at least 3 of the villains. One of them was Harley Quinn, who is pretty much just dancing about, prancing about, flipping about, and fucking up people left and right, because that's Harley Quinn, that's what she does. I kind of wish that she had her big-ass mallet with her, because, well, frankly, I just like whenever she goes and bops people, and their entire spine compresses, and bye-bye whoever the fuck was that. Victims, aren't we all? So, anyhow, now, going on further from that, we got to see Two-Face just stand around flipping his coin, because he needs to be able to decide exactly what he's going to be doing with his evening. Am I going to kill people, or am I going to just essentially stand around with my thumb up my ass? Up, scar side up. It looks like you're gonna die. Gat. So, Two-Face is hanging out, and then we got to see Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, who essentially is just handing out firepower to everybody, including Two-Face. And I thought that was kind of interesting, considering the fact that both of them are crime bosses that have been butting heads over control of Gotham City for a very, very long time within the comics. So seeing them kind of work side by side was interesting to note. In addition, it looked like there was a lot of Joker Gang type people running around. Not Batman Beyond type Joker Gang, but more recent Joker Gang, which I will give you at least one spoiler alert from Arkham City, because, well, it's been long enough. If you don't want to hear this, then skip ahead in the video. So, in 3, 2, 1! Alright, so, with the Joker being dead, or dead, you never know, because with comics, anything is fucking possible. Joker could turn out to be alive and well, but Mark Hamill had already said he wasn't interested in pursuing going and acting as the Joker anymore, which is a fucking goddamn crying shame. game, but the dude ended up taking up the Joker's voice role in Batman Arkham Origins, did a bang-up job, so if he ended up reprising that role, if they decide that they want to bring back the Joker, then I'd be all for that and then some. Even though it might throw a couple people off whenever they go and hear the difference between the games, but we already got Batman Arkham Origins for that, so there! Okay, I already got that out of the way. But makes me kind of curious what they plan on doing with that entire thing and what Harley's role is going to be in it. And again, we got to see, you know, Harley Quinn's revenge and stuff like that. But there's still a lot of questions to be had in all of this, and that's really a truth. Then it makes you wonder exactly what villains are going to be showing up and what other heroes are going to be showing up, considering that Arrow is pretty much a big deal, and Green Arrow himself has shown up all the time. I mean, Oliver Queen and fucking Bruce Wayne have been buddy-buddy for a really long time, considering the fact that the Green Arrow, essentially, whenever he was made, was supposed to be a lot like Batman. And you can see the similarities between the two. I mean, they're two of the most famous DC comic superheroes that have no actual superpowers. But they're both badasses in their own right, and they're both rich as fuck. So, yeah, just saying. And they trained and became what the fuck they are. But I can actually see Arrow potentially maybe showing up if they decide to go and expand outside of the normal little Batman club of people and stuff. But it does. It makes me wonder exactly who we're going to see and what kind of angle that they're going to go with some of this. I mean, there's so many Batman villains out there that are fucking awesome. I mean, right now, I have this recording, and I have, you know, I have my one Joker statue sitting right here on top of some of my Batman books. I have a little Catwoman one right there. You always end up seeing right here, I got Batman from the original Batman Arkham, what is it? Was that? No, that was Batman Arkham City. The Batman Arkham City Collector's set whenever that first came out, and I was all happy to go and get that. I was like, wow. So, yeah, but seeing him jump out, like, when he was cruising through the street, just ripping up shit, and he jumped out of the Batmobile, and it would, like, went into slow motion and stuff, and there's, like, all this fire behind him. Like, I legitimately had goosebumps. I was just like, oh, it's Batman! As if I'm seeing him for the first time or some shit, or, like, whenever I was in the theater seeing the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie for a long time, and they built up all that suspense for you to see the Turtles for the first time. When they jump out, you're like, oh! And you're like, yeah, that's awesome! But that's how I was watching this, even though this will be now the 4th Batman Arkham game. I'm still fucking excited for this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I like this. Oh, also, remember to read the Batman Arkham comics. Seriously. And the one that has nothing to do with it, Batman, Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth. Please read that. That is a phenomenal book and some of the best artwork that you are ever going to see in anything. But it's not action-packed or anything, it's just a very well-written, well-told story and kind of a mindfuck all wrapped up into one really awesome Batman graphic novel burrito. So, yeah. But Batman, back onto the trailer, Batman jumps out and just starts fucking people up. He's just like, Batman! Batman! Justice and more Batman! Oh, what's that? Justice! Whoa! Batman! I'm fucking Batman! And I'm like, yeah, Batman's just Batmaning people. And people are like, oh, Batman doesn't have superpowers. The fuck he doesn't. Money and being Batman. They try to tell me that's not a fucking superpower. I'll be goddamned. I'll be the goddamn Batman. But he does. He's just messing up people left and right. People are shooting at him. But what's that gonna do? Batman doesn't give a fuck about bullets. Even if you shoot him, he's just like, piss me the fuck off. It's like, just saying. He shouldn't piss off Batman. He really shouldn't. But one of the curious things was we didn't see Alfred within the Batcave. I was kind of curious about that. I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see maybe Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood, show up? That would be kind of cool. I want more Nightwing to show up. I actually want Nightwing to be within the storyline. Like, and you control him going around the city, because it's just fucking awesome. Like, that's one of the things that I want, is to be able to control some of those characters in the main missions. Like, that's one of my most wanted things. I like that idea a whole hell of a lot, and I'm hoping that whenever they do decide to tackle DLC, that they do it a lot like Harley Quinn's Revenge, where it's very story-centric, and it adds missions to the actual storyline, not just, you know, you get some maps, and here's some outfits and shit like that. Those are all fine and good, but I essentially like the storytelling within the Batman Arkham games, and I like this. And Rocksteady, I'm so happy to see that you have this trailer up and going. I was stoked as fuck to hear that you were going to have an announcement today, and I already knew what it was going to be. I just wanted to see this trailer, and it made me happier than fuck. And from one big Batman fan to many out there, you know, this is fucking exciting news and very, very awesome. So, Rocksteady is back at the helm. We'll get to see a next-gen Batman game for sure. I don't know the exact release date or anything like that, but I'm just glad that it's happening. So anyway, how did you all feel out there about, you know, the Batman Arkham Knight trailer and stuff like that? Did you think it looked amazing and awesome and oh my god, I just had my fucking like bad like just, it was like this, I want the Dark Knight Rises. I was like, oh, it's amazing. Like, were you that excited about it? If you were, I can completely understand, because my Dark Knight was rising everywhere. Ladies were like, ah, I'm pretending it was a stripper pole and shit. And then there could be a group of people who were like, honestly, I wasn't that impressed. Fucking trailer didn't show gameplay, could suck a dick. But a lot of trailers don't show gameplay whenever they're like that early. Just saying, just saying. But I know that there's people who are like, I don't give a fuck about Batman or the Arkham game, the overrated bullshit. You know, opinions, whatever the fuck, that, it's whatever. But, yeah, I'm excited. I am. I'm excited as shit. I need to make more Batman comic book related videos, just saying. I need to jump on that shit. So much to do, so little time. So anyway, I want to go share my opinions, thoughts, feelings, and a bunch of shit in between about the trailer. It looked amazing, and it gets a big old thumbs up for me. Double thumbs up, and if I could, like, if I wasn't wearing boots right now, I'd give my toes a thumbs up. But anyhow, this, as always, is AlphaOmegaSin. Wearing a Batman mask, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Where is he? Where is he? Game the fuck on!